Hello, everybody. Welcome back. As you can see, we are here for our last day at the Double Trouble house. We had a bit of a. My computer had a bit of a meltdown last time. It wasn't the computer, it was my mouse, my keyboard, the whole toot. So that was fun. But today we are going to finish downstairs. I think the outside here is looking pretty good. We can do a little bit of extra decoration, but I think we're very close. Very close. I think the first thing I want to do is put some lights in the pool. But in this place, it's probably going to be fluorescent light. Yeah, I know. Everything's going to pixelate, isn't it? And I was like, seeing as this is a combination of these two guys, people, individuals, maybe we should just go for the green because we can. Never mind, stop moving in the water because we have the green in the divider and we have the green in the pool. And if we're really lucky, we can move this slightly so it's not sort of sitting in the middle of, there we go, and sit on the side of the stairs. Whee! Not very deep. And then you have the light here, which does help. So that is all we're getting with regard to the lighting in the swimming pool is the green light at the beginning. And then you'll be swimming into the dark because you can. Now, I have a feeling we're not going to be able to put a drain in this pool at the very end because the very end is where we have that bump. Maybe we can put the drain sort of somewhere close by. Now, it's a huge toss-up between that, and I haven't used this one before, so what the heck? Let's do this one, and we all know that we're all about the chrome in this board. So let's do this. Which way are we going to put it? Let's see where it'll fit. I know it won't fit over there, so let's try it here. Yep. And it sparkles as anticipated. Awesome. And then I'm going to move. We might be needing these different, you know what? Nah. If we want it, we can get more. Let's just sell them all. There we go. Sell them all. We will be keeping the graves here. I'm not going to do anything too fancy, but I was thinking of putting a hedge on this back wall because it works with the rest of the house and it'll just finish this back area off here. We can take it pretty high so that it just looks more private. And then we've got the hedge there as well. So that works. And then maybe we can just put a plant in front here. I don't want to cut the grass because of the graves around here. I think they look pretty good. I just don't like some of these. Can I change you? No. I think we need just either a little tree here or a plant of some description. So should we see what a mid-sized or tall shrubs looks like? I don't want anything too wide. I want it to be sort of, as I say, I don't want it to be too wide, but that could be fun because we have the rhododendrons on the other side in the White House. So that's sort of just introducing the two different places. So let's get a smaller one and then let's see. Yes, we can do it. There we go. The two sides of the house and the garden together. Isn't that cute? This is white. Trust me when I say that. But it is not as white as it could be. Let's do one more here. That one. a slightly lighter, different color black. There we go. I think that looks quite fine and quite fun at the same time. I know we had a cabinet here, and I think I'd like to put something back there. Let's find something a little bit creepy that will fit in with the house. And it's probably going to be too big. No, it fits like it was there originally. There we go. And then we can put something interesting on here. First of all, how big is that? Will it? Yes, it will stand there. I mean, if not, why not? Because we can. There we go. It's a joining together of the two parts of that. Woo! I was standing in the swimming pool. I was like, for a brief moment there, I was like, I'm not in sandbox. I can't slide all the way through the earth. And no, I can't. But that works well. I'm happy with it. Let's go downstairs and we can do the shower, the open shower at the end. And then the sauna. And whatever else we find down there. Okay, so we know the sauna is going to be there. That's the stairs to go up. I'm okay with that. That is the swimming pool. So if that is the swimming pool, maybe we just need to get our little block, our favorite little block. I can fill in weird stuff. And we are going to probably need to use the same finish on it as is on the pool, which is that. Yeah, think that'll be fine. Dang it. Dang it. I think I'm going to take that off. Otherwise it's just going to be confusing. Should be fine like that. Yeah, let's do that. Now these white tiles are actually quite cool and I really like them. But maybe we should take them and take them down a notch. What it looks like going on and what it looks like actually once it's on is so totally different. I like it. It almost looks like mother of pearl. That makes sense. I'm thinking of this almost like an outdoor shower where you just come and you rinse off. That makes sense. And I put a drain in this floor. No. Dang it. Can't smack anything either. That is unfortunate. Okay, so what we can do, make our own drain. That's fine. That's like a, let's consider that the outside drain, the basement drain. Something really simple. Yes, we still embracing the chrome. That's directly underneath the swimming pool. So that's the tallest I can put it. And you can, yeah, you'll be fine. And then okay, so there's your little exterior shower. That's showering with your costume on, just for prettiness, you know. There we go. So that is just your little external shower. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to put on all the walls, but that's a good start. Let's see what that looks like. Actually, that's not bad. Quite like that. That works for me. All right, so this is the dark side. There we go. That's the start of it. So here we've got the bathroom that we did last time, which I still love. I think it is quirky enough to be lots of fun. And then we've got this section, which leads up to the white side of the house. I think what I'm going to do is use the raw stone on the walls. I don't know if the buyer's going to be happy with that, but I quite like the idea. And then we're going to keep these where the beam was. I'm going to keep it in a different finish so that it looks interesting enough. And then this is the stream. Let's continue this up the walls like this. Over there. I'm going to need a box, so let's just take the box. So this has got the regular concrete on it. Let's see what this looks like for this. Should we keep it going across? Probably not. And then that will be the difference between that and that. And we can maybe run one down that side just to make a point. I think that'll work. And we can probably run this one across the ceiling. You actually have that whole feel. I like that. Now, we've got one beam here, so we might as well use it. Close that door. Let's do that. White stairs. You know what? I am going to put a black finish around this. Because, again, we can. This is where it all meets. Do I have enough? Please tell me I have enough. Yeah, I do. Awesome. I'm going to have to paint these ceilings. Yay. I'm not too sure about that. I might zhuzh that up a little bit. That's better. It lightens the whole process up. Okay. This section is going to remain. As you can see, I've left the rough concrete here. We've got the bricks there. Just to sort of... Damn it. Don't you think that? I did it to myself. I only have myself to blame. Okay, so that is the original. We still have a little frog friend down there. Hello. And we are going to leave him there because he's cute. And then all we need is some form of stone or something fun for the bathroom, the sauna, and possibly that little room over there. Let's have a look at our super wide selection. Do we do something like that? That could be fun. Let's try it. If we hate it, it can go. A little freaky. Yes, the sauna will be wood. Did we not just bring it with us? I think so. Look at all the stuff that we've accumulated. Just weird enough. That's interesting enough. Yeah, shame we couldn't put a drain here. I tried so hard. Well, it is what it is. And we can't use the shower yet. While I'm here, I was like, you need to put racks and stuff here, put towels and bits and bobs. Well, let's do that. At the moment, we don't have those fancy towel racks, which is unfortunate. We only have the single towel rack. If it's the black side, maybe we should use that. Can we put one above the other? Will the towels sit on it if I put one above the other? Let's try and find out. Okay, if I put you there and I put you there, can I put... Oh, yes. I didn't know we could do that. Do you know we could do that? Let's do that again. I think 3 racks would be good. I don't know if we can do it while it's here. Probably not. But we can. That is awesome. All right, so we have towels there. We can use this laundry basket. So that's for the wet towels can be thrown in there. And this is just an outdoor shower, so you're going to be showering in probably your swimming trunks or whatever. How big is this? I suppose I should check how big it is before I... Yeah, that'll be. And then we can just change it. I think that's the closest we're going to get. And then we can put that there because it's your progression. Shower, dry, put your dirty towels, and then grab a robe. How does that sound? Because then you're on your way to the swimming pool, from the swimming pool, or whichever way you want to do it. Or if you want to go sit in the sauna. So the only thing I can think of is to use this, make it fluffy. Don't know how many you can fit here. There we go. I think that'll work. What do you say? And then outside here we can put a bench. Now, have we completed every surface outside here? Yes, we have, except for this little section, which I think, I know it's super modern upstairs. I'm thinking slightly just more in keeping with the rest of this place. A little overboard here because we can. A little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know if it's baroque or if it's just like weird. And yes, I'm probably going to paint the walls or do something with the walls. I really like this botanical wallpaper. It's really quite big, but it's fun. Look at that. And I mean, we're just spending money hand over fist because we can. Yeah, it looks quite nice. And then we can put a large non-reflective mirror. Wow, that's the one thing I really, really, really missed when I went back to House Flipper 1 was the large reflective mirror possibilities. Right, now, yeah, sure. Let's do this. We can put 2 stools there. Now, this light is just horrible. Well, we'll keep it. We need something a little fancier in here. These aren't really going to help anybody, but they're cute. They do light the place up, sort of. Almost. Ooh, ooh, did we know this? It fits on the wall. That's interesting. Looks like eyes, doesn't it? And a mouth. And a smiley face. A little creepy. Yes, just a little creepy. Then we can put some bits and bobs here. We can do some lotions. I know this is a soap dispenser. It's fine. I don't know what you'd put in one of these boxes, but I'm sure we could find something to go in there. At least now when I push my Alt button, it doesn't bring up my Windows tab. So yay. That was a challenge the other day. I think that's quite cute. And then all we really have left is a sauna. I'm not going to sell that yet, but I have a feeling we're going to use wood in there. I say that immediately just before I start selling stuff. Sell, sell, sell. You know what? It's time. Ooh, came around the corner and whoopsie. Could we maybe move this to here. Then you can grab your robe. And then when you're coming out, you can chuck the robe and then go shower or whatever. Yes, let's do that. All right, sauna time. How does that look through the door? It's not bad. All right, get rid of that. Yeah, it's a little bit, was a bit laggy. Yeah, the walnut definitely is a different color base, but it's fine. I like that. Maybe we should, I'm going to put this on the ceiling. No, don't set it. But I'm going to take it down and I'm going to take it off. There we go. So it's still, it's got a hint of gray. You can see this is sort of a green. That's a blue. That'll be fine. We can probably put some stacks of, we put the towels in here? I suppose we do. I'm not a expert on saunas. It should be fine actually. And it's just a warming light. We don't have sauna lights. Let's see if we can get them to almost look like the sauna lights. Not really. Ooh. We're back to that black and white set type thing. The only thing that's not is the sand. Which I think is quite cool actually. Okay. So now we know we can stack towels. How about we stack some more towels out here? We have a bench. But this time we're going to try and do exactly the same thing with this one. I'm going crazy. The laundry basket is in here. So we can use that one. You know what? Let's put on this side. There we go. We have towels. We have that. Do we have a shoe bench that actually fits shoes in it? I was looking at this one, but I bet you don't store enough. Not very tall, is it? Here's our slippers. We put the frog on. It's the right color. And there's no left and right. So it's just a case of good luck to you. Seriously? How does it not fit? What is the point? You know what? Use that. All right, show me a shoe. Yes. Gotta have at least 4 pairs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. Let's change the color of that to a, how about that? It's just touches on either side, but that's fine. So we've got towels, we've got that, and then we've got all the dressing gowns over there. If I take my light off, there's still light. We can see where we're going. This is the dark side. Take make a walkover. This is the light side. So let us sell the stuff. I think we are done. Let me know what you think. If you have any suggestions or any ideas, I would love to hear them. Sorry, not done yet. Nearly done. Nearly. Just had to do this. Know me, I love playing with these things. There we go. Now we have like a little cozy little area there. Okay, let's go to the swimming pool, to the outside area. You can let me know what you think. Sun is in the sky. You think it's time to sell stuff? Have I got everything out? No, I haven't. Look at this. Sell it. Oops, did I sell something weird? I think I sold this. Hold on. The ladder just fell on my head. I think I sold the street light instead of the... it's funny. Look at all this. Oopsie. Yep. I'm glad I went and checked. There we go. Yes, we can't put all the lights on to get the full effect because we're just going to pixelate out of everything. That's a plant coming through there. That's quite funny. See, this is the same plant as we've got on the other side there. You know what I haven't done? Look at this. Oh, look at this. Can I change? Don't sell it. Change it. I probably missed stuff. And I apologize. There we go. It's just in my way the whole time. Okay, guys, I am going to sell this little interesting place that we've created. Let's see if we get our vampire buyer, and if not, how much we get for it. What do you say? Sell house. Nah, I don't think any of these are vampire buyer. I don't know. Might be wrong. Alright, so we bought it for 1.8. We sold nearly 200,000. We spent a fortune on renovation, and we're only getting a little bit back. Look at that. It's fine. Yeah, I'm okay with that. But 17, no. 18, 21. Is Quentin Clark a vampire in training? I have no idea. So we made a little bit of profit. I'm going to sell it. Yes, I want to sell it. I don't want to copy it to Sandbox. We have a deal. Okay, we're back. So, I don't know. We spent less than we sold out of the house. So I'm going to take that as a win. But I don't know if we did that well after all. But spring is coming. The butterflies are in the air. Apparently. Here in the southern hemisphere, the leaves are falling and the evenings are getting chilly. So, yay. But what can I say? Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think of this. Did you think I did really badly? Or did I mess up somewhere? I have no idea. But take care of yourselves. I'm dropping this on a Friday, so I can wish you a really good weekend. And we'll probably do the last part of the House Flipper Remastered Collection playthrough next week. I'm looking forward to the Sakura collection. That's coming out in sort of towards the end of May. So, I can't wait for that. I must admit, House Flipper was nostalgic, but I think I'm a House Flipper 2 person now. Sorry, I cannot avoid it. But take care of yourself. I'll see you soon, and bye for now.